Justin.
I'm Maurice, and you're listening to
Category is.
What's up, Maurice? How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm
Just okay?
I'm hanging on.
Okay.
I'm doing my best.
How was your birthday?
Oh, my birthday was great.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was actually one of the best birthdays I've had in recent memory, in like a long time. You know why? Because it's like, I think sometimes with birthdays, you kind of put like a lot of expectations on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think this year I managed my expectations really well,
Okay.
be it as though I couldn't go nowhere. I knew I wasn't going
Well,
to see my friends, so it was like, it was really simple, just bare bones. I
mm-hmm.
took a luxurious bubble bath. Um, I read a book. I listened to my favorite podcast. Oh, I binge watched the entire final season of Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
I made brunch. I had huevos rancheros. Like I just did the things I wanted to do, and it
Okay.
was simple, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
simple pleasures.
Mm-hmm.
So I really did enjoy my birthday. I had a Zoom party, so I
You
joined that
did.
trend. It
I
was
missed
super
it.
fun. It was cute. I know. I'm like, how the hell you miss a Zoom party, bitch?
Whatever link you sent was not working.
It
So,
worked. It worked for the other 20 people.
well, it was not 20 people there, girl.
10. No, but it was nice. Like my friends up in New York and down in Key West and stuff all
Mm-hmm.
came. So it was just nice to see everybody.
Yeah.
It was funny because I have like different friend groups.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Your different tiers and
No, not
levels.
tiers. Like sometimes like I have friends from like high school, college, law school, in between, and like the friend groups don't necessarily overlap. But like, they all met each other once or twice, and like, oh, it's good to see you. It was just funny, virtually. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not they're part of different friend groups. That's all. But it was nice. It was nice to see everyone catch up, act silly, and it was a lovely birthday.
Okay. Good. Glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks. How was your weekend, or how have you been since the last time we talked?
I've been good. I'm good. Just doing the daily stuff and, you know, self quarantining and social distancing and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
I went to Whole Foods the other day, and
Okay.
they were like they were a little liberal about the social distancing before. Like they didn't, limit how many people could be in the store at one time, or they didn't like make you wait outside in line forever. But on Sunday, like the whole thing changed. And so it's like, because you go up the stairs or you go up the escalator, and when you get there, you're like in the produce section,
Right.
and they had like this gate of carts, like you couldn't get through, and then they would only allow like two people at a time in the produce
Okay.
section, and I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah. They've been doing that at a
yeah.
lot of grocery stores and like
Mhm.
Walmart and such to try to limit the number of people in there.
In there, yeah, because like Trader Joe's has you wait like in line around the block, and I
Oh,
was
I
like,
saw
I'm
Trader
not going
Joe's.
there. Yeah,
People were
and
waiting
then
in the rain.
yeah, I'm like, it's not that serious.
Uh,
But so I was at Whole Foods, and so I'm in the produce section, and then I like took two steps like outside of the produce section, and I was like, oh wait, I forgot to get a bell pepper. So I turn around to go, and the guy, there's like a security guard, and he's like, no, and I was like, oh, what are you doing? And he's like, no re-entry. I'm like, I just need a pepper. It's literally like right there. And he's like, you have to go all the way back around to the front and wait in line for like 20 minutes. And I was like, you know what? It's not that serious. I'm gonna
I don't know.
go.
I'm just trying to like follow directives and trust that everything's within our best interest. But it's hard because they're only letting a certain amount of people in the store at a time. But then
Mhm.
when you see the people waiting online, they're not keeping 6 feet away. They're on top of one another. They're out
Yeah.
in the element. Don't sneeze and have a backwind. Like it seems like you're gonna get it in line. I don't know. I just stay
Mhm.
in my damn house, honestly.
Yeah. I did go for a walk. We went for a walk on what, Saturday? We went
Hmm.
down to the river trail and it was packed. Like people were having picnics, like they were in those hammocks in the trees and stuff. I was like, y'all doing the most.
The most. The most.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I go for walks every day just to get outside because if you don't,
Hmm.
you'll just go crazy.
Yeah. Get some
But
vitamin D.
yeah. Well, hopefully this will be over soon, but I'm prepared for
We'll
it to
see.
last a while.
Wow. Well, we'll see.
We shall see. Well, what are you drinking this week?
Oh, so I have a special cocktail. I wanted to have some tequila tonight, but we only have like this much Espolòn. I was like, can't do nothing with that. So I have some vodka, Saint Germain, and these elderflower lemon. It's like a little soda that you get from Trader Joe's.
Oh, I know those. They have the rosé.
Yeah, yeah, and they're like in a little thin can. Yeah, so I have that in here.
I saw the
What about you?
Cabernet.
Oh,
Simple. It's a wine night. I've had a day.
you sound like it.
Yeah. Work from home is just interesting. It's different. But I'm
You
trying to adjust
know,
my expectations. That's what this whole thing's about. Just managing expectations.
yeah, I think that a lot of people just aren't used to working from home, so they don't understand how working from home works.
Right.
And either you have the people who are completely lazy and just don't do anything, or you have like those overachiever, like micromanaging, like emailing you, calling you every 5 minutes to see if you're actually working. So
Right.
you kind of have to, once people get used to it and get into the groove of it, then you'll kind of, it'll be okay.
Let's hop into our categories for the week. It's time for a category is.
Yeah.
Well, the first category, I think you should talk about it.
Mm.
This is your area of expertise.
Yeah, but sidebar, I did watch the Meghan Markle elephants documentary.
On
Yeah, it
Disney
was really
Plus?
cute on Disney Plus. Yeah,
I had to get my
it's
sister's password.
but yeah, it was really cute. It's like when you first like think about it, everyone thinks like, oh, it's a documentary. It's gonna be like all serious and it's like David Attenborough or something narrating. But it was like really fun and like lighthearted, and her voice is just so smooth and like animated, and it gives you like it's more for kids because it's
Okay.
it's on Disney, and it follows how they make like a story out of it, and so they follow this herd of elephants in the Kalahari Desert, and they have the one little one. His name is Jomo. He's so cute.
Jumbo?
Jomo.
Okay.
Yeah, not Jumbo, like Mean Girls.
Girls.
Yeah. But her grandmother-in-law, the Queen, she gave an address the other day on Sunday. Yeah, it was on Sunday.
Yeah.
About the situation and how everything is like going on, and I think it was more because people were saying that they hadn't seen her. They're always like, oh, she hasn't made a speech, she hasn't talked to the people yet, and
Mm-hmm.
she so people were thinking that she was either sick because Prince Charles had it and was like quarantined, and so they're like, oh well, the Queen's old, must be, maybe she has it, or maybe she's gonna die, or like something like that. And
Right.
so I think that was the underlying reason for her like giving this address, because she's only spoken to the public outside of her Christmas message like 5 times in the
Mm-hmm.
course. So you sleeping?
No.
Only like 5 times in the course of her like 60
I
plus
saw.
years. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
So
not historic.
yeah. So I think it was, pretty much make sure she's okay. And then, but it was really uplifting. She was talking about the healthcare workers on the front line and how, like the kids I don't know if they do it here, but I know in the UK they're putting like rainbows, like little
Yeah.
kids
I
are
see
everywhere.
rainbows around, so maybe
I
it's
haven't,
a thing.
yeah, maybe it's a thing. I don't
Why
know.
are they trying to co-opt our symbol?
But we can't have shit.
Can't have shit.
But yeah, that was it. It was good. It was only like 4.5 minutes long, so
Yeah, it wasn't long
it
at
was very
all.
short. It was
She
like,
looked tired though.
mm,
She shouldn't have worn that green.
why not?
It's not a good look.
Green is it can be a hard color to pull off, but it's my favorite color, so I was happy.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it was just interesting. It's a lot. I know Boris Johnson's in the ICU, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, don't do that.
I know. I'm not doing that either. I mean, I don't wish this upon anyone. It's obviously very horrible, very sad. It's
Hmm.
scary, to be quite honest, but it's just, I don't know. I stopped watching the news, which I feel bad about because I feel like I need to be in the know.
Not really. I never really watched it anyway. The news every morning. We used to turn it on just to see like what the numbers were. So we'll do
Right,
that. But then outside of like listening to it or watching those press conferences, we don't do that anymore.
right. It's just too much
Yeah.
because every day is something new and it's too confusing.
Hmm.
Well, did you hear about the tiger at the Bronx Zoo that tested positive?
Tiger King.
Tiger King. They're blaming
I,
Carol Baskin.
yeah. Well, I thought they didn't have any that many tests, but y'all testing tigers now. Come on,
Right, right. Like, how you even have tests?
y'all got Tiger King fucked all the way up.
Right, right.
But yeah, that well, they said like 5 or 6 of the other tigers got sick too.
Uh-huh.
So there was some kind of concern that they might have it, but I'm like, that wouldn't be my first concern.
Right. And I think
Like,
the animals could get it, or it was only, I don't know. It's just a
yeah,
lot. It's a lot. I'm just mad that the tigers out here getting tests before the people.
and the people can't.
Right, right. All right, well, let's hop over to our next category. It is time for TV time. And that's just what I wanted to talk about because it's
We need a
been,
break
huh?
because we need a break from everything.
Right. We need a
Yeah,
break. I mean, I've been consuming more TV than ever. It's just been a
but
lot.
my screen time on my phone went down though, so I don't know like what.
Did it? Mine is going up.
Yeah, mine went down by like 30%, and I wouldn't say I'm watching like that much more TV. Maybe I am. I don't know. So maybe the phone is like down.
Maybe. I've been watching a lot of television. I mean, I've been reading a lot more.
Hmm.
So I'm almost done one book. It's been hard to get through. I know you said your mom read The Water Dancer in like a day.
Like a day
I
at the
don't like it.
most. You don't like it? Everybody's been raving about this book. Oprah, my mama,
I
everybody.
don't know. It's okay. It's all right. But I've been reading my astrology book. I feel like a whole astrologer. I just want to know
Uh-huh.
everyone's, sun sign, their rising and their moon, so I can just
Hmm.
really figure all the people in my life out.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm about to start another book soon. But I've been watching a lot of television. Uh, Television has been great. There's so much the one thing that kills me is like everyone's saying that they're so bored, and it's like how can you be bored?
Right.
There's
Right.
more television than's ever existed. Like there's more content ever. There's about a million different podcasts you could listen to. For once in my life, I'm caught up on all the podcasts that I'm subscribed to.
Oh wow. You got a
But
lot of free time. You did that.
well, it's just you just honestly. Sometimes I don't play them when I was in the office because they had inappropriate language. But I'm at home now, so they just play in the background.
Oh, you don't wear headphones at the office?
No, I
Oh, I
don't.
do. I do.
I like. I'm too nosy. I like to hear what's
Mm-hmm.
going
Mm-hmm.
on. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of great shows because I have Hulu, I have Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and I have Netflix, obviously, plus cable. But the best show, and I actually want to read. It was a book first, but I want to read it. It's called Little Fires Everywhere.
With Kerry Washington and Reese Witherspoon.
It's so good.
Really?
So
About a
it's just
pyromaniac?
um, I don't think so, but like
Okay.
it's just there's a lot of characters and there's a lot
Uh,
they're really intertwined and
uh,
there are little fires everywhere. Like you kind of get into the storyline or the plot line of each character and there's some drama in everyone's life. But because there's all these little fires everywhere, like you can't really everyone's concerned with putting
like
out their own
actual
fire.
fires?
No, 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 no,
Or
no.
like, okay.
Like
Okay.
philosophical or what's the word?
Metaphorically?
Huh?
Okay. Metaphorically?
Metaphorical fires, yeah.
Okay. So when I
It's
first,
so good. It's so good.
I don't know, I feel like Reese Witherspoon plays herself all the time.
So is Kerry
And
Washington.
yeah, but when I saw the preview for Little Fires Everywhere, I thought it was like the next season of Big Little Lies. It's like, oh, they got a black bitch, finally.
Mm-hmm.
But then
There
I
is a
was like,
black
oh
bitch on
wait,
Big Little Lies. Don't do that to Zoe Kravitz.
well, that's true.
Uh-huh.
But my bad, Zoe. But yeah, that's what I thought. And then I was like, oh wait, this is something else.
It's just good. I'm not going to give away any spoilers,
Oh,
but
I won't see it, but
you don't watch shit. You don't
I
watch none of
do.
the good stuff. You don't watch The Tiger King.
That was not good.
Well, that was trash, but it was good trash. You know,
Mm.
trash can be good, but Little Fires Everywhere is just it's a really compelling story about two women from really different walks of life who have a lot in common in terms of having no boundaries, um, having a God complex. But yeah, Reese Witherspoon does play herself. She's basically playing like Elle Woods 20 years later
Yeah,
in this movie.
yeah.
And
And it
you know,
was the same in Big Little Lies too. I felt like she was playing
oh
the
yeah,
same
she's always that super
character.
type A character,
Yeah.
right? And Kerry
Yeah.
Washington, she's playing a different character, but she still does that lip quiver. Um,
Ugh, yeah.
I feel like this is more of like her character from Save the Last Dance, like
Where she didn't even
20 years
dance.
later. Yeah,
The
you know.
mess.
But
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. What channel come on?
it's on Hulu.
Okay.
I'll
I'll
send
check it
you
out.
my code.
Oh,
have, have you heard about this new thing, Quibi?
okay. I've seen the commercials for it. Like
Okay.
the
I didn't
so
understand what it was.
so I saw the commercial because Chance the Rapper is in one commercial. His commercial is cute. And then what is her name? She plays Sansa Stark on Game of Thrones. She's in a commercial too, so that she has her own show. And my understanding of Quibi
Quibi,
is that it's shows that are like 10 minutes or less per episode, and you can only watch them on your phone.
your phone.
Okay.
Right. I mean, I watch lots of things on my phone, but
Pornhub.
but a show is like, but I guess if it's only 10
Well,
minutes, then maybe I didn't know the 10-minute thing.
yeah, 10 minutes or less.
So this is like just
Yeah.
appealing to people with ADD.
Yeah, so right up your alley, right in your bag.
You said right up my alley.
Yeah.
Shady.
My bad.
But yeah, it's I
But
don't know.
they have scripted content. They have like game shows. Titus Burgess has a game show
I
on
love him.
there. Um, then Jennifer Lopez, she produced a show or she's directing a show on there. It's about celebrities who give back to people who inspired them. So each celebrity gives like $100,000 to someone in their life who changed their life or something like that. And it's called Thanks a Million. That's the name of hers. And
Okay.
then I forget what the other ones were, but there was a lot of star power like in these like different shows. And the guy who's like the CEO or something of DreamWorks Pictures is the guy behind this, and they spend like a
Right.
ton of money
I
like
saw him in
getting
a,
this set up.
yeah, I saw him in an interview. I heard that they're giving away Quibi because of this pandemic.
Hmm.
They're giving it away for 3 months for free.
For free.
So
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I mean, I will take advantage. I like something for free,
you do.
but
But then it's like $4.99 if you want like the package where you can see like the ads, or $8.99 if you want ad free.
ooh, $8.99, that's a little expensive
That's yeah, girl.
for that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did see one show that's coming on Quibi, uh, and I don't know how to feel about it because I personally love the person that's on this
I
show.
don't.
You know, you don't like her.
Yeah,
You do not feature her.
at all.
And her name is Chrissy Teigen. I like her. I think she's funny. She's has a sense of humor. She's pretty. She's clever. She's smart. Um, but she has a show called Chrissy's Court,
Yeah,
and I'm not here for it. I'm not.
yeah.
You know how I feel about. It's one thing to have like Judge Judy, but Judge Judy's an actual
She's
judge.
an actual judge,
You know,
with a law degree who spent years in her career.
right. And I'm not saying that like law can't be entertainment, but if it is going to be entertainment, there needs to be some level of legitimacy to it.
Right.
I mean, Judge Judy's court was not an actual real and binding court. It was more of like an arbitration, if you will. And, you know, it was set up like in a courtroom style, and it made it entertaining. And I got it for people at home during the day, like all of us now who want to watch something like that.
Right.
But those court shows still had real judges. Christy ain't never been to a law school, graduated
or
from
anybody's school.
Right. Did she
or
take
anything.
a law course?
No, she did not, I'm sure.
To me, it's just, I don't know, to me, it's kind of just insulting. Because she's the same girl who does like celebrity karaoke or whatever with LL Cool J. And
yeah. But people are so mad at Kim Kardashian for actually wanting to go and actually study to take the bar in California and become a practicing attorney, I guess.
Right.
But people are loving the idea that Chrissy is getting this judge show. Girl.
I respect Kim because she's actually studying to take a test and go and jump through the hoop she needs to jump through to get to where she wants to go.
Don't do that, because that's diminishing her.
How's it diminishing?
Because she's gonna jump through some hoops and do it. No, don't do that.
We all have to jump.
Don't do that.
No, I'm not. That is not me diminishing.
Sounds like it.
An attorney is a lot of hoop jumping. That's all I'm saying.
But you're making it sound like she is either getting over or she's not putting in actual work.
No, she's actually working. She's really studying, and she's studying hard because the California bar is it's one of the hardest bars in the country. She's going to bust her ass, and she's going to learn.
It's a lot of ass.
It's a lot of ass to bust, you know. But at least she's like taking real, actual, tangible steps.
Right.
You know, and I can respect that. I respect Kim Kardashian. I also respect the way she beat Kourtney's ass. Did that episode come out yet?
Yeah, it was on Sunday. Or no, they moved it to Thursdays.
All right, I gotta watch that.
Yeah. I wanted to watch Kim's documentary on Oxygen, her criminal justice reform documentary, and it came on. Was it Saturday or Sunday? I forget. But
I don't know.
I missed it, but then I went to watch it on demand, and they were like, I have to pay $1.99 to watch it because it came out, I guess, yesterday or Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. But if you wait a few more days, then it'll be free. So I'm gonna just wait.
Child, you cheap. It's only $1.99. It's not like it's $8.99.
But still, I'll catch it on the rerun.
Right. I'm surprised you ain't look for it online.
I should do that actually. I'll do that tomorrow.
Even about?
Huh?
It's about her like getting these people out of prison.
Yeah. Okay. It's about her criminal justice reform thing. So I think it's good. I think it's good for her because I think people, she turns 40 soon. Not this year. I think next year. But she can only sell them tits and ass for so long. So I think just taking it to a next phase in her life and being more serious and more grown and more adult. And,
right.
You can't be.
Once she passes the bar, I think people will definitely take her seriously because she'll have achieved something. She shouldn't have to do this, but she will have achieved something.
That's it, right. I agree with you.
Like she'll have achieved something that's kind of hard to do, and it'll establish her as like real deal. And I think that'll gain people's respect in that arena, and people will definitely take her more seriously.
Yeah. So, thanks for you, Kim. What else are you watching?
I started watching Ozark.
On Netflix?
Yes, on Netflix.
It's like season 3.
And that's the thing. Once a show's past 2 seasons, I can't. Because it's just, I don't like playing catch up, and I don't want to have to get invested. But my sisters were saying that Ozark is amazing. And then I saw it was like number 2 on Netflix. I'm like, okay, well, people have nothing but time. Let me watch it. So I was watching it, but I was like late at night, and you know me, I fall asleep. I can't stay up for nothing.
Yeah.
it's one of those shows where you have to pay attention. I usually like to watch things that like can play in the
Just play,
background.
yeah.
Little Fires Everywhere is not that kind of show, but it's super compelling. Like it sucked me in at least.
Okay.
But yeah, besides that, I've just been watching like Sex and the City reruns. And reading. I've been trying to make a conscious effort to read more because it's it's easy to just sit there mindlessly and watch television.
Okay.
But yeah, you want to join my book club?
No thanks, I'm good on that.
How else have you been filling your time?
So I've been watching TV too. I finished. I started watching Star Trek Discovery, which is like one of the latest installments of Star Trek, and it has I forget her name. I know her first name is Sonequa, and she's a Black woman. Huh?
That's a lot of name.
Yeah, and it's like Sonequa something something, and she has like a hyphenated last name. But she's a Black woman. She looks like a young Angela Bassett. Well, I wouldn't even say young Angela Bassett, but she's still a young.
Right, right.
She looked like she could be Angela Bassett's like little sister or like daughter, because she puts you in the mind of like Angela Bassett. And so I was watching that. It's like 2 seasons. I just finished that today. I also watched the last so it's the last season of How to Get Away with Murder with
still on?
Viola Davis. This is the last, I think, 6 episodes, because it ends this is the last season. And you know how they have like the winter break and then they come back?
Right.
So this is the I think it's 6 episodes left. So after Thursday's 5. So started that. And then we watched this show on YouTube. It's called Oro Ireshka. And it's this Ukrainian, it's like a Ukrainian show. And it's a guy and a girl. And they go to like different cities across the globe. And they flip a coin. And depending on which side it lands on, like one person gets like this luxury, fabulous vacation. And the other one gets $100. And they have to make it last for 2 days. And they have to eat, do activities, and find somewhere to stay. Yeah. With $100.
Child, are they prostituting?
No. It ain't that kind of show. But no, they make it work. It puts you in the mind of like $40 a day with Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray, I remember that show.
And there's also a new show called Cheap Eats on Cooking Channel, and it's pretty much the same thing where you have like a certain amount of money. I think this guy has like $35, and then but yeah, it's like, oh, what are we gonna do? So the person with the $100 on the show I was watching, they usually find like something really local, like really like what the locals do or like where the locals go, and like they have much more fun, I think, than the luxury person.
Absolutely.
Because the luxury person, they're like on this, private beach by themselves, or they're in this massive suite by themselves. It's like they have no human interaction really.
I don't know. Whenever I travel, I really like to have like an immersive experience. I like to go to the hood. I like to go where the people are. I like to kind of rough it a little bit, because I feel like that's where you really get to experience the heart of the culture.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I would be totally fine. $100 a day seems a little bit cheap. Maybe $200.
Well, no, because like some of the places, like the exchange rate is really in their favor. Because like they'll go to a place and they have like $100 US when they convert it, then they're like balling. And they still have like a lot of money left. And then but then some places they go, it's like, ooh, because when they convert it, it'll be like, I got $70. Ooh, I don't know.
Man,
they went so well. Huh?
I can't wait to travel again.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're watching it, because we can't travel right now. So it's like, oh, let's watch this.
Well, is it in English? Do I have to read subtitles? I mean, that's fine.
So they do have subtitles, yeah.
Okay. Send it to me in a text because I'll watch it.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
love watching
it's
travel.
actually fun. It's
Yeah,
actually fun.
and that seems like up my alley.
Hmm.
You know, and I'm kind of bummed because I had a couple trips planned that I had to cancel. But
Me too. I was supposed to be in Italy like next week, but that ain't happening.
not now.
Yeah.
Um,
Not for a long time. Airbnb
right.
finally gave me back all of my money though.
Well, that's
'Cause
good.
they were trying to because when they first updated their like refund policy, it was like, oh, if you only have a trip plan or started within like this certain amount of time. And our trip was starting like 2 days after that window closed. And I was like, come on, we're still not gonna be able to go. And they're
Right.
like, well, this is the window, blah, blah, blah. And then now it extended till the end of May. So got
Okay.
all my money back.
Yeah, yeah. I had a trip in May and then a trip in June, both canceled. So
Well, those places aren't going anywhere.
they're not.
You'll get there one day.
One of them is a place I've been before, so
Oh, well, you good.
you know it's cool. But yeah, well, let's hop on to the next segment of the show. Are you ready for what's the next segment? Oh, I said what I
I
said.
said what I said. Yeah.
You want to go first or me?
Oh, you go.
Well, mine said what I said. I'm trying not to sound like an asshole, but y'all have worn me out. I am tired. I can't take no more of these challenges. I get it. I know everyone's aboard. You're in the house. You got cabin
Yeah.
fever. You know, you don't know. You want to interact with people on social media because that's all you got. I get it. I
Hmm.
really, truly do. But I've had it up to here with the challenges. The Don't Rush Challenge.
What's that?
That's the one where like it started off at least where I saw where like the gay, well, not gay, the girls, the gays, the girls, whatever. The girls would like be looking real regular, like and they buy,
Oh, and then
they do a little brush, and they come out and they like
yeah.
leave. And then it was like I saw one. It was like all black women doctors. That was cute. And then I was like, oh, they're gonna probably do a lawyer one. I saw a lawyer one. They was busted. They was busted.
Where they lawyering at? Everything closed.
Closed.
Okay. That's fine.
It's just, I mean, I get it. It's cute. I'm not mad people are doing it, but I'm personally just tired of it. Don't tag me in them. Don't ask me to do them. You know, I saw like one with like couples, cute, but it's like I'm tired.
That was corny.
It's corny, and then you know, people lying about being in couples just to do something. Like people are really bored. And like to my point earlier, it's more television ever. Like there's more media and content in the world ever. Go get a book. Remember those? Like read a book, or you can even get Audible. Do a book on tape. Watch a movie. Take a nap.
Something. Yeah.
Journal. It's just people are living online. No, I'm not downloading TikTok, and I know y'all might come for me because I did you my sister on my birthday.
I was about to say y'all was on there.
I own it. She made me do that. The Savage. I knew what the hell I was doing. I was all off.
It looked like it, yeah.
I was looking at her like, what's next? What's next? It was just, the dance is weird. But I did it. Okay, it was cute. But I mean, there's like 10 million challenges. Because people are bored.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It makes me want to refrain from using social media because you can't avoid them. They're everywhere. But what I'm not doing is downloading TikTok. Don't ask me to do any more. I did one. That's it. I had my fun. But y'all need to find something to do. Y'all really need to find something to do.
Yeah.
These challenges, it's just too much. It's too much.
Y'all can tag me in the push-up challenge. I'm trying to do that.
But do you have to record it?
No.
Like just do your push-ups.
Yeah.
And I mean, is 10 push-ups even a lot, really though?
It's really not.
You know?
But some people be struggling.
So give me your answer what I said.
Oh, you're done?
I'm done, yeah. I'm tired of the challenges. Find something else to do, and I said what I said.
My I said what I said for this week is kind of piggybacking off the idea that everybody has a lot of free time right now. And in their boredom, people want to, I guess, reconnect. And I don't want to say like every day or every couple of days, multiple times a day sometimes. You'll get like a random text from someone you
Right.
haven't talked to in I don't know how many years. And it's like now you got some free time and you want to reconnect. And I'm
Right.
like, okay, but I left you in 2019, 2018, 2012, and I don't particularly want to because what are we going to talk about? Why,
Right.
you ain't reached out to me in that much amount of time, you know, since we stopped talking or stopped communicating, whatever. But now all of a sudden that the world stops, you want to reconnect. And it's like, okay, delete because I'm not responding, number one. And then, yeah, I'm just not for it because it's like,
I'm not for it either. I think that like a lot of people are now having to deal with thoughts and feelings that they were able to
that,
distract themselves with from
yeah,
before. But
yeah,
because they can't escape their thoughts and their feelings, they're
hmm
reminiscing, they're going down memory lane, and they're trying to resolve things that are going on within themselves using other people as the vector
listen,
or
I
using
am not,
other people. But now's not the time.
I'm not, I'm not in a 12-step program or nothing. You don't have to make amends with me about anything. And I don't want to talk to you. I just really
Right,
don't. Like, what
right.
do we have to talk about at
I
this point?
almost feel like someone reaching out to you during this time that you haven't spoke to is like almost worse than reaching out before,
Before,
because it's them letting you know that like, oh, I really don't care. I'm only caring now because I can't escape my thoughts. I
because
can't distract
I'm
myself.
bored as fuck. I have
And
nothing else to do.
I want to continue to be toxic and have you entertain me.
Nope, because it's like, delete.
But I will say, this is different from your point.
Hmm.
Rona romances are real.
No, they're not.
I mean, well, yeah, they're not real. They're all fake. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking to a few different people, and it's nice. They're very communicative, more communicative than I remember anyone ever being in the past 5 years. Like,
Yeah, because everything is on pause right now. They can't go
right.
outside. They not going to work.
But it's just like I know that when all this is over, it's gonna be back to, you know,
Yeah.
business as usual. So
Hmm.
it's just like I'm not even trying to get invested,
Yeah, please
and
don't.
I don't know. I fell
I
back a
think
little bit, but it was nice
it's
last week.
it's like people are just not used to, like you said, being and dealing with their thoughts and their feelings, and just basically sitting around for however long, and they want to occupy their time with something. And it might not be a TV show, it might not be a book, it might not be a hobby or craft or exercising, in the basement or whatever. But they're like, okay, well, I'm here. I have nothing else to do. Let me start texting somebody or find me a
Um, I
Rona Bay
I get
to
it.
pass
People
the
are starved
time.
for human connection.
But mm, I guess, but a Rona Bay is not. It's not a good thing because
We're in a
as soon
vacuum.
as yeah, as soon as people go back to work and start having other things to do, it's just gonna
Right.
disappear. And they're
I
gonna go back right to ghosting like they used to and swiping left like they used to. And
yeah, yeah.
so good luck, girl.
Child, I don't need no luck. Instead of trying to, connect with other people or people from your past or new people, try to connect with yourself. But see, people don't like to do that because that shit's scary as hell. You start to see shit you don't like, and people don't like to deal with that.
Well, that's true too.
All right. Well, that was enough. I said what I said. How about you lead us into tens across the board?
All right. My tens this week is going to Frog Tutoring, which is it's actually a Black-owned tutoring company out of New York. Um, so the kids are home right now, and their school years got canceled, and they're not really a lot of parents who are equipped to kind of handle their educational needs.
Right.
And so, it just left a lot of kids in the situation where now the mom is working from home and she got to teach me, you know, my ABCs and one, two, threes, and I'm not really getting that educational attention. that I'm used to getting 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So Frog Tutoring, which is owned by Roland Omine from New York City, he said that his company is going to offer free live online tutoring classes for everyone from kindergarten through the 12th grade, which that's a lot. I don't know how many people they got on staff, but
right,
that's a lot. But they're going to have structured curriculums. They're offering classes 1 to 3 times per week, a minimum of 1 hour each. They're going to be Zoom video conferencing. So I hope Zoom got their security network back together. Because did you hear about the Zoom bombing?
I did.
Ooh, yeah. With them, so Zoom bombing was the people who somehow can hack into a Zoom meeting,
right,
and basically can do all kinds of things on the camera. Like people were like naked and dancing around and stuff in like the middle of somebody's class or something. I can't remember.
Am I frozen?
You are.
Oh my God, are we getting Zoom bombed? What's happening?
No. But so they're gonna. Now you just turn to a J.
I'm coming back.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, they have 100 instructors that were vetted, so they are, all approved, and they check their certifications, and they agreed to volunteer their time to teach the kids. And so, if you want to get your kid enrolled in Frog Tutoring, you can go to frogtutoring.com/e-lessons to enroll and register your kid today.
Yes, that's so smart. That's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm not coming back.
It's okay. I can still hear you, so that's fine.
You can still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll keep going with my 10s. Hopefully my video, it says it will start. My light is on, but my 10 this week goes to Dr. Kizmika S. Corbett. She is a physician who is a viral immunologist, and she works for the Vaccine Research Center and the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease. And she is one of the lead doctors working with Dr. Fauci, who you see doing all these, press conferences every day. She's working with him to develop a vaccine for COVID-19. And I just think it's awesome. And it's so interesting, to, have a Black woman who is going to save us. I always knew a Black woman was going to save us. That's why we should have voted for Kamala.
Wow.
But I just want to give her 10s and her recognition, because she's working tirelessly to understand this disease, how it spreads, and develop a vaccine to stop it from infecting more people and harming the people and the world. So 10s to Dr. Corbett.
Thanks for you, girl.
Thanks to
she
you.
A little ratchet though.
But that's what I like about her.
It was a bit too much ratchet though. Like she turned it on a bit too much for me, and I was like, okay, but girl.
Right. She did say like, I can go from the trap house to the White House. I'm like, girl, you should be at the trap house though.
Yeah, okay. Like, girl, that is not the place you want to be. But
I got what she was saying. She's saying she can code switch.
She can code switch, and she can do both. So 10s for you, girl. 10s.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us at another episode of Category Is.
We will see you next week. Stay safe and healthy.
Bye. Sorry I didn't come back. I don't know what the hell's going on, but see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Category Is.
Be sure to like, rate, and review the show wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow us on all things social media at Category Is Pod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And you can contact us at categoryispod@gmail.com.
Check us out on the web at categoryispod.com.